Namaste, friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Tarot, and I'm going to bring a message through for July the 30th. And we're still in the new moon in Leo energies, but we are also experiencing the Uranus, Mars, Rahu or North Node conjunction. And I'm not sure how, on one hand it feels very liberating with the Leo energy, but then there's also this sense of an undercurrent. So air spirit, knowledge. This is almost like Six of Swords energy. This is the first card. Yeah, this feels, new. Air, light, definite smoother energy, but yet if there's something lurking underneath. I'm not quite sure how to describe it. Let me grab the Sacred Forest and we'll look at number one. Feels like at the beginning of a new cycle, and that's why there's a liberation, because the old cycle has been purged. You receive this card when you need to think things through. This is not the time to be impulsive. Do not react instinctively to situations and people. Check out my reading for yesterday. Take into consideration all points of view. Do your research. Listen to others. Speak your truth. Take time to weigh the pros and cons of a situation. This is an excellent time to begin new ventures or projects. It will succeed as long as you are thoughtful, organized, and focused. Then there is a remarkable wellspring of wisdom within you. Take a breath, slow and deep, and dive into that inner knowledge. It will guide you in the right direction. Take a moment to think things through. Think as well as feel the right direction. Get clarity and become focused before stepping forth. Take care to have thoughtful communication with others. Ooh, definitely. Let's pull some of the Transparent Tarot. Find out what's going on. Now, the reading I did yesterday was all about, it was Divine Feminine Friday, and it was all about, be cautious how you handle a situation. And this might be linked to that. Feels like that came right out of the new moon energy. So this is kind of like relying on your spiritual knowledge, your wisdom, how you interpret the energy before, kind of making a fast move. So really not to make fast moves. Okay, so we have, what is this? This is the Knight of Wands. Okay, and look, he's kneeling. So before he's acting, let me get my book so you can see. Before he's acting, he's taking time to ponder, because he's not on his horse plowing forward. He's kneeling, considering his actions before he moves. And then over that is the Death card. So you see how that's just... So if you don't take time to act, or take time to think and consider things carefully before you move, it could end up, what I'm hearing is biting you in the ass. So, sorry. Let's find out some more. Okay, these came out kind of, oh my, there's two here and two here, so we'll take these first. Of course, I have a yellow background and the numbers are yellow here, so let's see if I can see. That looks like the Nine of Cups. And this is the High Priestess, The Nine of Cups over the High Priestess. And look at the similarities of the images here. See how that moon is kind of cutting through there and the scythe is cutting through here? So basically, and it said, do your research. In order to maintain your emotional stability and happiness and independence, you're being asked to follow your guidance, follow your intuition, and don't overreact. Okay, so here we have the Five of Cups. This person is looking at something in a relationship that has gone badly, but there's the Three of Cups energy behind her. So this is like looking at the here and now, not necessarily looking at what's happening in the ethereal. So Five of Cups is kind of regret, remorse, guilt, melancholy. And it feels like because this relationship, and this feels like twin flame energy to me, feels like because this relationship is not, these cups aren't upright, that this person is focused on that and not on the spiritual aspect and the 5D union of the twin flame connection. And let's see what this one is. This is the Hierophant. Yeah. This is the spiritual connection that seems to need to be in focus. Now we have 2 9s here. And so what I'm hearing is there's going to be an encounter. Maybe if you're twin flame or deep soulmate energies, there's going to be an encounter. And instead of overreacting and acting on the fly, you're being asked to kind of process. I'm hearing the word process the energy, to give yourself some time to respond and focus on what is best for the spiritual aspect of this connection. They said bottom of the deck, and they said top of the deck. Okay, here's the King of Cups. He's making an offer, and then the this looks like the Eight of Wands. Okay, it goes that way. Oh yeah, Eight of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so look at all those arrows flying. Did it go that way or that way? I'm not sure. We're going to take it this way. Yeah, don't overreact. Let's just leave it there. Okay, let's pull from the Sacred Destiny Oracle. And what I'm feeling is there's, take time to think and rely on your spiritual knowledge as well as your intuition. Allow yourself to be guided before you react. There's community. This is like transformation. This is a beautiful outcome. Let's pull from the Muse Tarot and find out. With those rainbows and butterfly, you have the opportunity to transform this into a beautiful outcome. Here's Ace of Materials. Page of Wands and Three of Materials. Okay. And when I see this community here, this message feels like it's for somebody who is kind of living in close proximity to their twin flame, maybe in the same community. But it feels like with this interaction, there's somewhat of a, oh my, Queen of Swords in the challenge position. Yeah, this is making a lot of sense now. What I'm hearing is, and there feels like some flippers in here. Hold on. What I'm hearing is that this feels like divine feminines are in a place now where they're kind of like really happy in their own energy, and they don't feel compelled for the connection like they used to. That deep hurtful longing has kind of abated, and they've really been exploring their real personal Nine of Cups energy. And then along comes the Twin, and they do something or say something that kind of angers the divine feminine. And so she's being asked, don't throw the spears at the King of Cups when he comes to you with this offer. Because if you do, it could end up biting you in the ass. You're being asked to think, contemplate. Don't respond right away. Just, say, hey, can I get back to you? Because it feels like that they live kind of in the same community. And this is not focusing on, the immediate 3D relationship. This is more focusing on the, the divine aspects of that. That's what you're being asked to do. And that's been consistent in the readings lately. But this is like a new cycle beginning. And how are you going to handle it? Are you going to, here you have this Ace of Pentacles. You could derail that very quickly, being this Queen of Swords. If you go in and you can speak your truth after you see things from their perspective, is what you're being asked to do. Okay, yeah, Knight of Emotions. Okay, so there's no knight on this horse. It's just the horse. The knight here is on his knees. After you consider it, then move. But he's taking time to carefully consider his actions. And once you consider it and you look through, what I'm hearing is consider to be considerate. Okay. That's funny. You're asking to regard things from this spiritual connection as opposed to more the 3D. Because it feels like there's a partnership here. Might be something in the community that this could affect, things in your community if you happen to live in the same area. But once you consider it, it's time to move. There's the Five of Inspiration, which to me is almost self-sabotage, but in this deck, it's, kind of take the high road, be in your elevated spiritual, Six of Emotions, definitely. Sorry for that noise. My husband's computer. Yeah, this is definitely, if you are impulsive, it could disrupt the energy and send you back into a lower cycle. This is time to show your elevation, how far you've come, to integrate the lessons and integrate and demonstrate the lessons that you have learned over the past year, or at least since January. We did a lot of clearing last summer and fall, and now we're more into divine feminine being in her solid, sovereignty. And she's kind of like, look, this connection, that the energy from, okay, let me phrase this right. The divine masculine in the 3D still has a lot of work to do. And the divine feminine is like, I'm just going to live my life right now. And the divine masculine feeling that she has kind of not detached, but neutralized the polarity. She's just like, whatever he needs to do, he needs to do. I'm not going to get caught up in it. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to think about it. I'm going to focus on me. And because of that, he's now going through what we went through last August through probably November, December. Yeah. See, independence, Nine of Materials. She's just in her sovereign space. And she's not going to go back into any low vibe energy. Eight of Materials. She's doing her work. That was in the challenge position, but it feels like now Divine Masculine is having to do that work. You know, where Divine Feminine seems to be about a year ahead of Divine Masculine energy. These cards feel very different today. Ace of Voices. There's the truth. Okay, let's ask angels. This is the Ask Angels Oracle. And it can be, this can give timing cards, this could give timing, this could give answers to questions that you've been kind of pondering that are, you know, unsettled yet in your soul, and you kind of have been asking for, you know, what's a sign? We've been seeing that in the readings, so let's find out what the angels are saying to you. Not the right time. This is not the right time to go back into that old cycle. And this is not the right time, and I'm just saying it. Until Divine Masculine does the work that the Divine Feminine has already done, you would not be in sustainable union. It just doesn't work that way. You both have to be in, oh, my camera's going to act up now. Very high vibe energy, very in your sovereignty in order to, does that work? Jeez. Okay. In order to be in sustainable union, you both have to have completed significant amounts of the Ascension process. So, I feel like my camera's going to lurch. Yes, there's a yes answer. Yesterday it was a no. So, today is a yes. And you're ready. You're ready. They aren't. And here, look, one of the Angel Tarot cards, the Sun. There you go. That's Divine Masculine. That's a yes card. That is also happy outcome. So remember this happy outcome here. It just got confirmed. You're going to be happy with the outcome if you hold your tongue, so to speak. That's just, you know, don't overreact. They're going to tell you something you may not want to hear. You know, it may be, hey, I'm going to try and give my situation another chance. You know, they may be in a relationship. They may say, hey, I need to try and work this out. Okay, do what you need to do. This is the other incarnation of the soul having different experiences from the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine perspective. So they need to do what they need to do, and this is a lesson they need to learn. They need to learn the lesson from the other relationship. They may end up being happy. And you need to be okay with that as far as being in your energy, knowing that you're divinely united and that in this lifetime, and I know lots of people are going to object to what I just said, but you kind of have to realize the big picture is that you're both here having an experience for the benefit of your soul. And they may not be on the same trajectory as you, and that they may need to take some more time. And it may be this lifetime. It may not. It may be that they then say, this, I've tried it, I've put my all in, it's just not working. Now I know for sure it's time to let it go. So, you know, it's just one of those things. But you're going to be happier with the outcome if you don't say, what do you mean you're going back to them? What do you mean? If you just say, okay, whatever you need to do for your happiness, you know, that's what I wish for you. Okay. Justice and Six of Swords. Yep. Remember I said this is Six of Swords energy? Look at the similarities. Things are looking up, the end of a difficult situation. And then we have Justice, which is 8, which is usually the Strength card. Fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right and stand up for your beliefs. That's going to bring justice to this situation. And then there's going to be a point where you look back and say, wow, I handled that very well. I'm so spiritually proud of myself. I've grown. I did the work. It's paying off. It's not triggering anymore. Bottom of the deck. Whoa. Two of Cups. A relationship that continues to grow closer, forgiveness, and the positive resolution of a conflict. So that's, and underneath, yeah, the Empress. Hello. Nurture yourself and others. So basically what I'm feeling is, and this is connected to the other reading, this is upcoming and this is a reiteration. Divine Feminine, if this is you, or can be Divine Masculine, if your counterpart connects with you and says, hey, here's my situation, you're being asked to react from your higher ascension level than to go back into all your old patterns of reacting. And realize that they're on their aspect of your combined soul journey. And they still have some things to learn. They have not done the same work that the Divine Feminine has done since last August, when we really got into clearing, and then in this, just, gosh, was it this summer? May? I don't remember, but then we started doing the inner child work. And now it feels like we're in a place where we're going to grow exponentially because we've done a lot of the hard shadow stuff, but the Divine Masculine is just going through this now. So you're being asked to remember how difficult that part of your journey was and to have a little compassion, see it from their perspective because you've walked this walk, and know that, you know, turbulent times are ahead, but this is a necessary part of their growth and their ascension. Okay, is there anything else I need to, no. Yeah, okay. I'm going to pull from the Somnia Tarot and find out what exactly is going on with the Divine Masculine. Because basically when you handle this well, you're benefiting. Here's the Two of Cups that are, it's being restored. You're benefiting the overall relationship. Let's see from the Somnia Tarot. What's going on with the Divine Masculine? What situation is he in? Oh my. Temperance in the reverse. Out of patience. Out of balance. Ten of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. And FYI, the deck is upright. Anytime I get multiple reversals out, then I look. Then we have the Seven of Cups and the Four of Coins. Remember when I said this card came up and I said they're stockpiling? Okay, so this to me feels like they've lost patience. This Ace of Coins in the reverse is, you know, I'm going to give it a half-hearted attempt to fix this commitment, this long-term relationship, but I really see the writing on the wall. I am definitely starting to prepare myself for a split. King of Swords in the challenge position. Undecided. Hasn't made the decision yet. There's the Magician in the upright. Starting to, look at that, starting to elevate out of the dungeon there. We've been seeing that a lot coming out of the Quagmire. And I think if you go back and look at the last couple of readings, the last couple of weeks, it's kind of been echoing that the Divine Masculine is coming out of the Quagmire. And the Divine Feminine is being asked to kind of stand in your spiritual strength. There we go, the Star. Look at him, up alone on the top of the mountain, seeking guidance. You know, kind of maybe being guided now, listening to his higher self, saying, I got to get out of this. I got to get above it. Bottom of the deck, the Lovers. Feels like she's you know, here's the ladder out of the quagmire, or ascending together, but it's like she's spiritually beside him. Look, his tree's burning down. They're holding hands, and it looks like they're ready to ascend together, or she's gone down into the quagmire to lead him out. I don't advise that, just saying. But spiritually, if you're trying to be uplifting, he could use that support. Remember, there was a few days ago that I saw there was a card where the literal house was on fire. So, you know, it was like the burning down of the home. Not literally as far as in actuality, but the card had the house on fire. Yeah, here's the Ace of Wands again, him coming up out of the quagmire. Okay. All right, that's the reading. I hope it helps. And thank you for all of your support, all of the likes, all of the views, all of the new subscribers, all of my people, subscribers who have been on this journey with me on this channel. I thank you very, very much. It means so much to me. Awesome. Have a great day. Namaste.